Hey everybody, it's episode 7 of... It's not episode 7, it's episode 8 of Black Sails. That would be weird watching the same episode again and reacting. It would be a strange reaction. I'd be like, I predict this will happen, and then it does. Wow, I'm so in tune with this episode. Anyway, an episode I'm not in tune with is episode 8, because I haven't seen it yet. What happened... Sorry, I'm just fixing my laptop. What happened at the end of the last episode is we being Anne, handed over the gems, the transferred the gold to the gems to me handing them over voluntarily to Woods, and so that he thinks everything's just going normally. But our actual plan is to intercept Jack and those gems on their way to a ship to Spain. I think so. I think we're either going to intercept them before they get to the ship or after they get to the ship. I don't know. Because if we had withheld the gems, we're not going to get Jack back. So this is the plan to get everything. And that's pretty much it. A lot of other stuff happened in the episode, but it all kind of built up to this. So I'm looking forward to getting straight into it, and that's what I intend to do. Everybody's on the same page. Charles, Anne, Flint, Silver. Oh yeah, Silver put his foot down in the last episode. He made sure to frame... He made an impact on him. And he liked it.
And when I'm not present, that word shall be given by my daughter.
I wonder if her daughter is going to be a thing. You know, if there's going to be some kind of captaincy conflict. Remember when Abigail was learning to play the piano? She just had that one note. It's Flint.
Please don't touch that.
No sign of Featherstone's man. No word on what route they'll take Jack across the island.
There are at least half a dozen routes that Rogers could choose to send Jack and the cash to meet.
It's a rider approaching.
Billy?
Is it Featherstone's man? It is. Here he comes.
Nope. It's Route C. Let's go. He must be bored out of his mind. Solitary confinement. Oh, he's got company. He's got a little...
Consider that your share.
Little mouse friend.
I suspect I'll be leaving shortly. Don't despair, some of the poor bastard will take my place soon enough.
It's time to go. Here's your shackles. Ooh, what's this here? It's a very muted and carefully paced opening to this episode.
Anne exchanged the cash for my release.
Yes.
This does not seem like a release.
Spain has demanded I deliver you along with the cash. You were right.
I would have called their bluff.
In a place.
Give them their money back and then just...
Make ready to depart.
Draw a line. If they want to wage war over Jack, that's their business.
So we are able to see the island, but the island cannot see us. How is this possible?
Our hull sits beneath the horizon while our masts are above it. And with the sails filled, the masts are too thin to be seen.
Interesting.
Our lookout has a view of the beach, but the beach has no view of him or us.
Unless they're really looking in the right place.
The story about what happened last night has been retold as many times as there are men on this ship.
Who? The
You expressed
incident?
your concern to me.
You're concerned about me?
The alliance between your crew and my people is critical.
She's sweet on him.
But my mind is clear.
Is this all I need to speak with you? Alone, please.
You can't speak in front of the co-captain, no? Do you have to do it in the dark? Why is this guy...
What the fuck happened?
Tied up?
They killed Parker. They killed Lewis. Diamond.
That's done with.
They chose them from among us to be tortured and killed.
We have an alliance now.
And that one was the one doing the choosing.
This isn't going to go down well. This one looks a little like Eleanor.
To still be here so late in the morning, I assume there's something you're avoiding.
Stop grilling me for information.
For what is...
I know the games. I have played them all. If you ever wish to be in my bed again, that is the last one you will ever play with me.
Yeah, good, Max, good.
Yes. The men said she was angered when she realized that Jack wasn't there. She let the cash go. Anne was unharmed.
When did she realize?
Max knows something's up.
8. You could have sent 1,000 men, it would not have deterred her. And now you are saying to me that she knew she had been crossed and chose to walk away to save herself?
It is interesting that...
Do you speak Spanish?
He's there with him, though?
If I'm in Havana in a day or two, I assume I'll be hearing a lot of it.
You said if I'm in Havana. In your mind, this outcome is still in doubt?
You said Anne is alive, did you not? I would argue, as long as that is true, there is a chance, however remote, that she will frustrate your efforts to send me off to my death.
Dear, how would she go about doing that?
Everything and anything in her power, I imagine, up to and including walking out in the middle of the road ahead of us to be run over by your horses in the hope of slowing you down for even a moment.
She would have to know which road to stand in.
You held the route secret.
I held a number of potential routes secret before settling upon this one.
Okay. Route. Do we have the right route?
Only now, you believe this is a bad thing, evidence of a plan to rescue Mr. Rackham and, once again, recover the cache of gems.
This guy? I don't like this guy.
I cannot, but I know Anne Bonny well enough to know that it is a certainty something here is amiss.
The situation is well in hand. Thank you for your concern.
Well in hand?
He's so dismissive.
I'm telling you the situation is potentially about to get entirely out of hand. You're not fucking hearing me.
Ooh, one of the guys turned around. He was like, did
Even
she just say
somebody
that?
wanted, nobody knows what route they finally decided upon. Nobody knows who...
I know. A boy in my employ saw scouts on the West Trail Road late last night. I am assuming you did not send men to scout the decoy routes?
Did you tell anyone what your boy has told you?
No, but if my boy can find it, anybody can
Would your
find
boy
it.
say that we have nothing to fucking worry about? Ladies.
Well, they told him. They did their best. Are they going to continue to try and do something? Hornigold?
If we let him leave that room, he's going to tell his men what happened and we're going to have a war on our hands.
I understand that, but his story's getting out. And when it does, all hell is going to break loose.
Can Silver use his...
What do we do?
Can he just tell her? Well, he told her.
This man will be held to account and punished, swiftly and severely.
What is she gonna... What's her take on it? She's as invested in this whole thing going smoothly as he is.
May I have a knife, please?
What do you intend to do with it?
Wait a minute, hold on.
She gave him a look.
He's going to say that he spoke impertinently to me, and it will not be spoken of again.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
She gave him the...
Now let him go.
The signal.
If he says a word...
When I speak, my men listen.
It's fine. It's sorted. There's no problems anymore.
A plot that somehow involves Captain Flint, whom everyone saw sail into open water hours ago.
Jesus, do you know what? I don't have time for this.
Except for the glints of light. I had my man keep his glass to a spot on the horizon where the walrus disappeared.
See, they're looking in the right place.
Roughly every 15 minutes, he reported seeing glints of light from her last position. I beat him. And then I watched him return from the dead to negate my victory. You and I have our history. But Flint and I have unfinished business of a far more serious sort.
He's on board. This counter thing.
This is defeat for me, but know this, you and I were neck and neck in this race, right till the end. But Jesus, did I make up a lot of ground to catch you.
You think the world's been that kind to me?
He's had his share
that I'm
of
that much softer than you.
Disappointments.
That much.
I read your book.
But there are things you leave out of the book. All you know about me is what I want you to know.
That makes sense. You don't include the dodgy stuff in the book. Here we go. He's not... Jack isn't gonna kill him. Not here.
Faster! Don't spare the horses!
It's all one shot. Or the illusion of one shot. Should we pick up the wheel? What do we do with Woods? Do we kill him or do we just leave him be? Charles? Here's that. Jack? He's alive!
Ow.
And they've got the cash back.
Take the chest to the beach, we'll be right behind you. I thought you said you and Nassau were through. Not worried you two be lost without me.
Oh, cavalry's here. The bad kind.
You ride with him?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Does Charles have a horse? Oh, there's Woods Rogers. Oh, we got him.
Go!
They got him. They got him. He's too close. They're too close. So now we have to rescue Charles, right? This is like, remember when Flint was going to be hanged? Charles came for him. Tables are turned. See, he's cool. He's just eating.
Thank you. This will not happen again.
Oh, this is the dude. It's not over.
We move forward.
Unfortunately.
You have my word.
Did Silver order this actually? Maybe it is over. Maybe they're just taking care of their own. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Just a warning.
Not a fucking word about it. Understand?
Everybody's on the same page. I thought it was going to get escalated, but they're just taking care of it under his orders. Well, now what, Mr. de Groot?
Get us underway.
Hornigold himself.
Set a course to intercept her.
If the governor's caravan was attacked, it means someone knew where to find it. It means there is a spy among us.
What else is new? Yeah. 2 of her loves have returned bloodied and battered. 1 in chains, 1 not.
Where's Vane?
The militia arrived before he could get away.
Take him and the cash back to the ship and get out of here.
What? You can't stay behind.
He's going
Go
after
find
him
Vane.
himself?
Went to the camp.
Captain.
Charles Vane
he
swinging
does
over
own.
Nassau is a statement we cannot afford to be made.
You cannot stay. Give me 2 men.
Billy?
I'll go back and address the situation. Oh. By stirring resentment. Finding sympathetic ears, reminding them that Charles Vane was once the best of them.
Okay. Insidious whispering. It's a plan. It's not gung-ho, but it's maybe smart.
Charles is here.
The challenges I see ahead for both you and I are of the gravest sort. I need to know that I can rely upon you to help me navigate through it.
Of course you can.
Oh, is he going to come down with the thing as well?
And I'm asking you to tell me the truth about what you're capable of right now.
I'm devoted to you now. I love you now. So I will tell you the absolute truth about how I'm going to react when faced with the things sitting in that cell in your fort. I honestly don't know.
Yep. And I don't know what she's going to do either. I don't know how she feels. I don't know what she's thinking. I don't know where her loyalties have lied, where they lie, where they will in the future. Eleanor is somebody who, of all the characters, she's the least trustworthy in that she has flip-flopped on people multiple times over the last few seasons for her own reasons. So she remains unpredictable. It was an interesting episode. Pretty slow episode to start with. Everybody was getting ready for the main spectacle, the main event. We were all trying to figure out which route they were going to take Jack. And Woods is trying to make sure that there were multiple routes and that one wasn't picked over the other and it wasn't being leaked out. But as Max discovered, her scouts or someone, that her people found that one particular route was being scouted out and not the other routes. So that was obviously the one they were going to take. And then it all came to a head in a really well shot One Piece attack. I'm looking forward to. Normally, I don't look forward to editing, but I'm looking forward to editing just to watch that scene again. Because the camera moved so many different places from inside the cabin to outside to around it. It was very well done. And yeah, when they originally rescued Jack, I was like, what happened to Woods? Is he still alive? Because there seemed to be no resistance. And then he gets up at the end and shoots Charles. That Flint would want to go back and rescue Charles makes sense. And I think that stems from the end of last season when Charles came for him. Different reasons, different situation. But he did use the same logic that Charles's hanging over Nassau would be an affront to everything. The same way Charles said that Flint hanging over Charleston would, send a terrible message. So same idea, same logic. And now Billy's been sent with a few guys to stir up trouble with the natives, whisper in some ears, turn the street, their mood, remind them of who Charles is, remind them of their loyalties, so that when it comes to it, there'll be a pushback against that idea. Hornigold has his own pride in this episode. He sees that Flint has gotten one over on him, and he wants to turn the tables. So he's on his way with his ship. And the daughter of Scott's wife, whose name I don't know, she has full control over her portion of the crew. With just a look, she didn't even say anything to that guy. She just took the knife, set him free. I wasn't sure what she was going to do. She could have killed him. She could have killed anybody. She just gave him a look, and that's all it needed. Silver also gave the order to sort the dude out, the malcontent. So nobody's going to say anything. Everybody's fine. We can move forward. And we have the cash back. So, the last 2 episodes of the season, they have Charles. We have the cash. And there are forces trying to flip both of those situations. Who's going to prevail? What's going to happen? What twists and turns will the rest of the season take? No idea. But we got Jack back. Anne and Jack's reunion was funny. She kissed him. He said, ow. Perfect. So, join me back. I'm going to try and get 8, 9, and 10 out over the weekend. If not this weekend, as soon as I can. Because I think the end of a season should come out as quickly as possible. It's my philosophy. Don't let people... When I'm watching other people react to different shows and they release the second last episode and then you have to wait a week for the finale, you're like, what are you doing? Don't you know people are waiting? So I always try to release the last few episodes of something together. Can't promise I'll always do that, but it's always in the back of my head. What would I want to do? If I was watching, if I was a viewer, what would I want? So that's what I want. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. See you in a few, maybe tomorrow. And for the final 2.